going on, guys? BryceJacoby here, and this is going to be, I believe, the last MW3 video that I post before it actually comes out. Now, obviously, there's no gameplay from the game, but this video I want to talk about pretty much everything that I've learned going into MW3, so you guys can have that little bit of an advantage. You guys know what's up, you know when you're going to unlock everything, because in this video, I'll be letting you guys know the unlock levels, also a few other things that haven't really been confirmed by Infinity Ward, but I know to be true, and I'll hopefully, yeah, I will drop the proof in the description box down below if you want to check that out. But first and foremost, I'm going to leave a link to pretty much all this information down below. There is a section with all the maps, and I believe there's 16, although I could be incorrect. And it also has images of the maps, but it's like kind of like the mini map, but it's really high res, so you guys can check it out. There's a few maps. You guys can kind of also tell how big the map is based on how big, you know, your specific user triangle is in comparison to the rest of the map. Like Bakara looks really small because your individual triangle like takes up you know, a considerable portion of the map, whereas in Arcaden the map looks a little bit bigger, and I bet that when the game comes out we'll kind of agree that Arcaden's bigger than Bakara. So those are kind of the cool things that you guys will be able to tell. You can see the shape of the map. A map like Carbon's very vertical. It's very linear as well, so you know, that'll be kind of cool. You can see if there's symmetry or not. That's something that's very important in competitive gameplay. You look at a map like High Rise, very symmetrical. Terminal wasn't as much, but it wasn't. I think it was only. I think it was. I don't know. I think it was CTF and S&D, or it's just CTF or something. I don't even remember really. You look at a map like Havana. Havana's very symmetrical. You have basically two sides that ditto each other or mirror each other. Not exact, of course, but pretty much symmetrical. And that's what makes a good MLG map. If you go back, Invasion's very symmetrical. Scrapyard's pretty symmetrical. I mean, it's not exact, of course, but for the most part, that's what you guys are going to want to look at. You know, going through these maps, I mean, obviously the mini map is a tough way to tell. Interchange looks like it could be a good map, and I don't know. You know, these aren't great pictures. You guys will be able to tell for yourself once you check it out with the link down below. Also, as far as weapons, let me count off actually how many there are. So there's going to be 10 assault rifles. Oh, and there's actually skins here as well. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you guys can see actually what each weapon looks like. Because, for example, let me see. I don't know what the CM901 looks like, but you can check it out if you want. So 10 assault rifles, 6 SMGs, 5 LMGs, 6 sniper rifles, 5 shotguns, and then as secondaries you have the riot shield. You have 4 machine pistols, 6 regular pistols, and then 7 launchers. I don't really like launchers too much. We're gonna have to see how that works. I definitely foresee that being one of the most used secondaries by pub players for sure. As far as attachments, I figured I'll break these down. You can read it for yourself, but I might give a little bit of insight as well. ACOG sight, maybe not. Red dot sight, holographic sight. One of the cool inventions or innovations here in this new game is the hybrid scope, which basically you guys have seen in some of the gameplay that's been leaked out there, or even by Infinity Ward itself. It's basically where you have an ACOG and you press a button and the ACOG comes off and it goes to a red dot, so that's pretty cool. You have a variable zoom scope, heartbeat sensor, we all love that, I know. Extended mags, shotgun, grenade launcher, silencer, rapid fire, thermal scope, akimbo, grip, and then a tactical knife on the gun. That should be interesting. As far as sights, this is interesting. I don't know what they look like, but you have a target dot, a delta, a U dot, a mil dot, omega, and lambda. I'm sure that you can look that up, and you might be able to get a little bit of information there. So going into camos, you have classic, snow, multicam, digital, urban, hex, choco, snake, blue, red, autumn, and gold. I'll talk about all this stuff in just a little bit because it's important how you unlock it. As far as perks, you guys know the perks. It's all in the description box below. You can check those out. Proficiencies, kind of the same thing. I guess the only 3 that are for all weapons are kick, which is probably what I'll use if it's not banned. Focus looks pretty good, and then 2 attachments, which is bling, which I'm sure won't be allowed. I think it's really important that competitive Call of Duty allows some proficiencies, or maybe all of them, but I don't think they should ban them all, for sure, because they're really not that big of a deal. I don't see them really changing the game too much, and I think that they're very, very balanced as well. So that's something interesting. I don't think the 2 attachments are really that bad, because when you use it, you're going to be giving up something like kick, which is reduced recoil. So you can have a silencer and a red dot. I'm going to have reduced recoil. You know, it seems fair to me, at least. So we'll see what happens. Leave your thoughts down below. You guys will see what they all are. Leave your thoughts down below. It's interesting to hear your guys' opinions. For equipment, you have frag grenade, semtex, throwing knife. You have like a bouncing Betty, which is like a proximity mine now. Claymore C4. Pretty much everything is the same as far as competitive is concerned. Strike packages, you guys can go through that. For me, I think I'm going to be using the specialist strike package. That thing looks beast because I don't like calling in a lot of stuff. I might use support because that'll help out my team. I'm not quite sure. But specialist seems fun because you're going to be like just a tanky guy just running through everybody. I think that should be interesting. Now, as far as death streaks, this is something I want to talk about because it does bug people in casual play. I don't think they're that bad. I'm disappointed with Final Stand, but I don't think any of the other ones are really that bad. Final Stand, of course, being fall to the ground with your weapon, get back up after 10 seconds. Now, if it was Last Stand, I'd like it a lot more where you can't get revived, perhaps, and you can't just get back up on your own. I don't think that's a big deal if it were to be like that. Other than, since it's not, I don't like Final Stand very much. Juiced, which is move faster for 6 seconds after spawning. That doesn't hurt anybody. Martyrdom, I hardly ever die by that. I know it's annoying, but it's really not a game changer. Revenge, you'll see the position of the last enemy that killed you. Kind of annoying, but really not that big of a deal. You need to die 5 times in a row for that anyways. Hollow points, this is a great one. I mean, extra bullet damage for 1 kill, unlocked at level 71. That's not a big deal at all. And then Dead Man's Hand. I think this is probably the one that I'd use just because it'd be funny as shit. When you die, your body will explode. I think that'd be awesome, personally. But anyways, that's really all I want to talk about. One more thing real quick is that third person is for sure a private match option. Hopefully a playlist option as well. But I do have the confirmed proof down below. Third person is back, at least in private matches. And then as far as attachments, guys, you don't get kills. You don't, I mean, not specifically, at least not like COD 4 where like 20 kills you get a red dot or whatever. It's more like you're leveling up a gun, which is nice, which means that gold camo on every single gun, which is really cool. You don't have to even prestige once to get it, which is another cool thing. So I think that this is a good way to do it. There's no currency system, there's no COD points or anything like that. I think it's a cool way to go. But anyways, that's pretty much all the information I have for you guys. I know a lot of you guys know it already. If you want to read up on what I talked throughout this video, there's also levels to unlock every weapon. And it also talks about if it's a 3-round burst, semi, or fully automatic, so check that out. But anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.